When's the last time you were driving your car, stuck in traffic, and you thought, who designed these roads? This is so inconvenient for me. I bet I would be a better designer than whoever did this. Okay, prove it then. Motorways is a game developed by Dinosaur Polo Club and first released in 2019 on iOS. Really? I guess. Motorways is a game where you get to be a street designer, maximizing the number of cars that need to get to their destinations at Little Square, which after enough time may upgrade into Big Circle. Ooh. After each in-game week, you can receive more road parts. These can range from roundabouts, traffic lights, the titular character, and depending on the map, bridges or tunnels. Each of these also gives you a small amount of roads, which is why you can choose no special piece and just select a bigger chunk of roads if you really are short on them. During the game, you may also stop time. This is in case you need more time to change the roads if things are getting too chaotic, though stopping time is not needed to change the roads. Each map, loosely modeled after a real-world city, features different environments like bodies of water, islands, mountains, rivers, and the very uncommon train tracks. There's also one level with a boat. I did not know there were any boats in this game until making this video. During your run, color-coded houses and destinations spawn randomly throughout your city. Once these homes and destinations spawn in, they cannot be moved or deleted. You must add or alter the roads in order to accommodate these new additions. These destinations can range from the aforementioned squares and circles to train stations with levels that actually have the train. It is very important that you do not expect to see a train station on a level without a train. Otherwise, I fear for you. Sometimes, two destinations share a parking lot, like a strip mall. The only difference between the two is there's a bigger parking lot and two ways to enter and leave, acting as a poor man's road. House and destination spawn rates get more complicated the longer your round goes. Cars can only go to destinations that match their color. When a destination has a pin above it, that means a car wants to go there. More specifically, drive there, park for 2 seconds, and go right back home because they are a stupid idiot. My theory is they just hate the pins so much and want to shoot them from their car windows. Each successful trip gets you 1 point. The more points you have at the end of the game, the more of a winner you are. The game ends when too many pins exist at one destination and the commuters can't arrive in time. The goal is to avoid that from happening for as long as possible. Tetris style. Motorways also has a daily and weekly challenges, usually with rules that differ from the actual game. These can range from roads costing twice as much, every building is a circle, and others I can't think of right now. Each normal level also has available challenges that unlock after getting 1,000 points in a normal game. Each level also has a leaderboard, so you can feel superior to those below and call those above sweaty losers. Motorways has some possible strategies to get to a maximum score. They can include whether or not to use all road tiles or not, avoiding traffic lights, avoiding creating intersections, neighborhood design, placing unnecessary roads so nothing can spawn there, avoiding different color-coded cars from driving on the same roads as each other, and ignoring houses that are too far away from everything else, at least until they become useful. See this house? Let's say, for sake of argument, that I follow the strategy of it's too far away. I ignore it. It's too far away from everything else to be valuable enough for me to connect it. I'd have to waste a bridge to connect it to everything else. And I'm hypothetically running low on bridges, so I'll wait till I need it. Or wait till I have enough bridges. Which hopefully won't be for a while. There's strategy on how you place your roads, too. For example, which of these do you think is the best? If you chose none of them, then you're wrong. Why'd you think it'd be none of them? But if you chose C, then you're wrong. C uses one more road than A and B, which is obviously not optimal. Now look at this newly spawned in orange house. Should we connect it like this? No, that costs 1 road tile. While this costs 0 tiles. Utilize your driveways. When a car is on the road, it'll slow down past every intersection, which is why you need to make what I call cul-de-sacs to minimize driveway interactions. If you don't believe me, then you drive too fast. Here's a test to better explain what I mean. On the top is a street with no cul-de-sacs, just 6 driveways, and on the bottom is 2 cul-de-sacs with 3 houses each. Both have the same number of houses, yet the one with cul-de-sacs gets through faster. Compound this over dozens of houses across the level with every second counting, and it really improves your score. Myth confirmed. There's many other types of little strategies like that throughout the game. You can make life heaven or hell for your drivers. You can play very ordered and logical, or very painful, chaotic, and primordial. Hey, where have I heard those words before? Apollonian and Dionysiac, creation and destruction. You need to utilize both styles if you want a good run. Maybe in the beginning you can get by with only 1 road because there's like 5 cars anyway. But when there's over 100 cars driving, you gotta sometimes destroy the roads in order to make a better design. The creative mode is also obviously heavily Apollonian because you're building a world without the part limits or random buildings. You decide when and where they go. Many players use the creative mode to create a utopia and maximize efficiency and beauty just for the fun of it. For my sickos out there, there's also an aspect of dark play. Leaving a house stranded because it's too far away is literally a strategy in the game. You can make one person's commute take way longer than it needs to be just because. If you did that in real life, then you get in trouble. Maybe not in trouble with the law, depending on how long the commute is, but maybe the commuter would dislike you and whatnot. There's also an element of simulacrum in this game, too. It's not claiming to be a replacement for designing actual roads and towns. Just here's how it might feel if you actually were a street designer. Except for the fact that actual mayors can't change your driveway orientation on a whim or ignore you because you live too far away, and they have to minimize car accidents, which are impossible to happen in the game, and sometimes the blue car wants to go to yellow circle. But that's the point of simulacrum. It's not pretending to be the real thing. It's like playing a cop on TV versus being a police officer in real life. You're not going to get arrested for impersonating a cop if it's just for the show, but you would if you printed your own badge, added red and blue lights to your car, and spray painted the orange tip of your Nerf gun black like in Home Alone 3. Same as if you put a high-vis vest on and bulldoze a street. You're getting in trouble, but not if it's in the game. As mentioned before, you get the chance to pick an upgrade after every in-game week. In-game week? What does that mean? A week is a week, right? Wrong. Temporal duality is how the passage of time in the game is different from the real world. In many Motorways, one in-game hour is only like half a second in the real world. Otherwise, a full level would take like 3 months instead of like 15 minutes. And nobody can build a road in 15 minutes. Believe me, I've tried.
How do I build this road?
I guess Mini Motorways is also carnivalesque in a sense that we hate how our real-world traffic can be sometimes. So we seek to see if we can do better. You're telling me London could have looked like this instead? Or even Hong Kong? Or even Zurich? Actually, I'm kind of glad Zurich doesn't look like this. Lastly, in Jules' classic game model, he says that games describe 3 things. 1. System is set up to be the rules of the game. I feel like the first section of the video, explaining the rules, says everything I need to say. 2. Relation between game and players. That's what the leaderboards are for. And 3. Relation between playing the game and the rest of the world. The levels being named after real-world cities with real-world road fixtures is an example of that. Under Joule, games also have 6 features. 1. Games are rule-based. Again, I talked about the rules in the first part of the video. 2. Games have variable and quantifiable outcomes. Sometimes you get a good score and even unlock the aforementioned challenge levels. 3. Different potential outcomes of the game are assigned different values. Getting to the end of the week and picking the piece you're desperate for is a positive outcome, while a destination spawning far away from everything else would be a negative one, let alone game overing. Game overing? Is that a word? Whatever, nobody cares. 4. Players exert effort in order to influence the outcome. Again, I feel like I've explained all that earlier. 5. The player is emotionally attached to the outcome of the game in a sense that a player will be a winner or a loser. If your friend got a run in a city to more points than yours, you'd be the loser, and nobody wants to be a loser. And finally, 6. The same game can be played with or without negotiable outcomes, or negotiable consequences. I guess you could bet money with your friend on that game, thinking you won, only for the cars to go into traffic instead of the empty road next to it. All of these reasons is why Mini Motorways follows these rules. In conclusion, Mini Motorways is a video game,